Well, here we are for the fifth and final time today with the Hoosier Hero drivers. We have Ariel Bloomquist with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're great. We're here having a good time, and here we are.
Okay, so Ariel, thanks for being with us. Thanks for representing your dad so well. Love some questions to ask you myself with your dad's legacy and heroes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure you're trying to keep racing alive like we're trying to keep racing alive. But were you ever involved in racing at all with him or go to the racetrack with him and all that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ever since I was born, I always went to the track.
Did you?
Especially working in the souvenir trailer with my mom. I
Oh.
grew up in the
Okay,
souvenir trailer.
gotcha. Yeah. So selling those shirts and everything else too. Have you ever raced?
I have not. I tried
Nope.
to talk him into it, but
He wouldn't let you?
no.
Really?
He said if I could learn to take the car apart and put it back together, then I could race.
That probably wasn't going to happen, was it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I get it. Well, your dad was a legend in the late model. Watched him a lot. He's got a legacy out there that I know you want to continue to grow and grow and grow with and that sort of thing, too. It's neat Hoosier recognize him as a legend, right?
Yep.
From that part. So anything new and exciting with carrying on your dad's legacy as you move forward or anything? Or
Right now, I have been planning with some people to carry on Bloomquist chassis.
Okay,
So,
that's been some exciting
That's
questions.
awesome.
A lot of people have been asking us, too. So think that can get happening?
we're trying to make it happen by spring of 2025.
Really?
Cool.
That's pretty fast.
Yep.
So you got everything in the works to keep his chassis alive. That's good. Going to kind of stay in the same area with it and everything from that part, Or
We will. It'll be from Morrisburg and maybe somewhere else. We're not completely sure, but the main business is still in Morrisburg.
good. So I don't know much about the actually building his cars as much as I love watching him race from that part. So did he have his own race facility? He built cars for everybody, or did he just build cars for himself? Or
He used to build cars for everybody, but he was very particular about who got the cars. So only certain people that he wanted could get a Bloomquist chassis.
just to keep his reputation alive and know what it was going to do when someone got in his race car, right?
Yes, and to make sure that there wasn't somebody trying to copy what he was doing.
So he didn't have any speed secrets, did he?
He did, but I can't say them.
Oh, we won't.
We're not going to
No
pressure you
pressure,
on him.
no pressure. But
Yeah, so he had some speed circuit because he was fast, that's for sure, from that part. So it's exciting that you're going to do that. I've got a good buddy that we met at Boone Nationals that runs your dad's chassis. And this year at Boone, he was all kind of down and out. He said, I don't want to do what I'm going to do. So I got to call him and say, Shane, guess what? They're going to keep that legend alive. So you might be able to get you another car. So he is driving one of your dad's cars, which is cool. And he did pretty good there at Boone with it.
he's fast.
So
He's a good driver.
And
So
met him because 2 years ago we parked side by side with him and just become friends. That's what the best part I love about racing. You make so many friends and stuff at the track and that sort of thing too. So it's exciting. You're going to keep that alive. And that's not going to be that's going to be a hard task to keep that going, I think.
It will be.
Take a lot of work and effort, but it's be worth it.
Oh, it will. I think so too. I want to make sure that Bloomquist Chassis continues to go so his legacy doesn't get forgotten.
That's a very, very, very good idea. And it sounds like you got a good plan. And I hope you got some good people behind you too, because it takes a lot of people. Trust me. We started building this race shop here at Mel Hamilton. It was a challenge. I mean, it was a real big challenge. I remember talking to him and telling him I need you in about 9 months. I think I called him in 30 days. Come on, we got to go now. I can't wait any longer to go. From that part. So I'm excited for you for that part. I'm excited to keep your dad legacy alive because, dirt racing is where we're at and we love it. Of course, we got our drag guys too and that sort of thing in our race shop. But that's what we're also doing. We got a track in Hutchinson, Kansas that was getting ready to close. And Nick and I went to work and we kept a track alive.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So maybe we can get a Bloomquist chassis to come race at our track sometime, Nick.
yes, sir. We probably will. So, but like Scott definitely had the biggest personality in dirt late model racing.
He did.
He had he had the reputation of kind of being the bad boy, But the first time I met Scott, I was servicing tires at a race at I-80 Speedway in Nebraska. They were having a Lucas Oil dirt race, and he was there. And it'd kind of been raining on and off, and it was kind of in limbo if we were even going to get the race in. And I was standing in the tire trailer, and Scott rolled up on his four-wheeler and got off, and he walked in the tire trailer. I'm like, Scott Bloomquist. He's going to come pick out his own tires. I really didn't expect that, you know. I'm kind of nervous. I've never met him before, you know. And so he came in the trailer and, you know, he's, you know, still thinking, you know, he's the bad boy. Like, you know, how is this going to go? You know what I mean? But he came in the trailer and started looking at tires. And right about that time, it just started downpouring. And he and I stood in that trailer for 20 minutes and just shot the shit. And he was the nicest, most down-to-earth guy. And it's something I'm never going to forget. So
That's cool.
Yeah, 20 minutes just to hang out and do nothing. And
just hung out and talked about racing and other stuff, not racing. And it was it's just a good experience.
Where were we at?
Definitely. We were at I-80 Speedway in Nebraska at a Lucas Oil Dirt Race.
Old dirt race.
So
I can't believe it rained in Nebraska. I swear it's always hot there.
yeah, it's always hot there, but it definitely rains. So
yeah, exactly. So anyway, so excited to keep the car alive. Anything else exciting? I'm sure you're keeping his apparel alive and all that stuff too, right?
Yes, he's been, or Gerald, he's been selling some of the shirts at Eldora and the Dome in Charlotte. Hopefully next year some tracks will let him sell there too.
That's good. We've got to keep that alive and keep that moving and stuff. So what's going to be your predominant role in the moving forward with his legacy? Are you going to be like the PR person, or are you going to be in the race shop? Are you going to be in the apparel shop, or what's your plans?
Right now, I've kind of been everything. I've been in the apparel, I've been in the shop, and making sure that our business is going to start running good and making sure we have the right people to keep that going.
Do you have the employees yet, or are you still looking for those?
We have some, and hopefully that's what we will be able to stick to as long as they'll be loyal to us.
There you go. It's Ariel, I'll tell you, that's the main thing I found out over my years of managing people, running companies, that sort of thing. There's one thing, it's a relationship business, how you build your relationships and stuff like that, and how you respect each other and that sort of thing. But that relationship is huge in keeping things moving forward. And when you need somebody, you know they're there for you.
Absolutely.
It's hard
Absolutely.
to build some of those relationship stuff too. So very excited for you. Excited you're here. I wish I'd have known that was you a long time ago standing there with. I kept looking. I said, God, I should know her. Why I didn't think, I wouldn't even think. And I should have looked at Jack, and then I would have known from that part. So, Nick, what else we got for her today?
Well, speaking of the jacket, tell us a little bit about the jacket.
So this is a 1988 World 100 Champion jacket that my dad had received. When my mother and father had gotten married, my father gave that to my mother, and then Hoosier does this awesome deal for my dad, naming him the Hoosier Legend. So it was a perfect time to wear this jacket.
Get it out. Show it off. So
Well, it's a perfect time. That's for sure.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I had looked at that jacket a little sooner than I'd have picked up on it, but I didn't have. I wasn't paying any attention to that. Too many things going on here at PRI.
Yep.
This is probably the biggest crowd we've
It's
seen.
corduroy.
It is. Brian, he asked if it was coming back in style, so I think it might be.
I think
You
it
may
might
have
be
to
too.
may have to have another run of them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So,
awesome.
yeah, so thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks for representing your dad. Thanks for keeping that legend alive, because that legend needs to stay on forever. And, of course, our side, we can do anything we can on the Hoosier side of that. We're going to do that too. And like I said, Nick and I are going to take about a late model. My son's going to drive that. We were driving modified since I don't know 14 or 15, and we're going to jump in the late model this year. And let me tell you how nervous we are. We're a little nervous.
Yeah. We might see you out on the road somewhere.
But,
So
but we'll be running around somewhere with that late model too. So excited to do that too. So Ariel, thanks for hanging out with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be here.
No, thanks it's an honor to have said beside you. So thank you very
Thank you.
much. Everybody, it's been fun. Ariel, thanks again. Congratulations with your award for your dad. It's huge. It's great. And everything else too. So we're done for the day, right?
done
Nick?
for the day. We'll be back in the morning. Stay tuned.
For some more Hoosier Hero racing drivers and legend.
Legend.
So, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.